This is a refrigerator. $800. Stainless steel, makes ice. And this is the moment the store has been waiting for. Not the fridge. The store barely profits on the fridge. This, the laminated card. Would you like to protect your purchase today? The most profitable product in this store is not on any shelf. It has no box, no barcode aisle, no warehouse. It is a promise about the fridge, and it out-earns the fridge. Back in 2003, analysts reckoned extended warranties made up more than half of Best Buy's profits, and very nearly all of Circuit City's. 20 years later, the arithmetic has barely moved. Consumer Reports found stores keep half or more of what you pay for a protection plan. The appliance itself earns them maybe a fifth. By the end of this, you'll know why a product that loses money for almost everyone who buys it sells $40 billion a year in the US alone. You'll know what you already own without knowing it. And you'll have a one-question test to run right there at the register while the card is still sliding toward you. There are two stories people tell about the warranty desk. The buyer's story. It's cheap peace of mind. A few dollars against disaster. Worst case, you wasted a coffee budget. The cynic story. It's a scam. Never buy one. Usually delivered with great confidence in someone else's kitchen. Neither story survives the data, because a protection plan is not a courtesy, and it is not a con. It is a bet. A bet on whether your machine breaks, priced by one side, taken by the other. And one side of this table has the failure statistics. Follow the money through the desk, and you can watch the house count its edge. The desk is an industry, about $145 billion a year worldwide by industry estimates. It runs on volume. Consumer Reports found 65% of electronics shoppers get the pitch at the register. For major appliances, 78%. The fridge is optional. The question is not. Most people say no. About 1 in 6 says yes for electronics, 1 in 5 for appliances. Median price, $78 on electronics, $126 on a major appliance. Now watch where your money goes. Roughly half stays with the store as pure selling margin. The other half flows to an administrator you've never heard of, Assurian, Assurant, Allstate Protection Plans, who actually handles the claims. Notice the elegance. The store keeps the margin and ships away the risk. The house doesn't even hold the bets, it just sells the chips. Circuit City once paid its salespeople commissions specifically for selling these plans. The electronics were the bait, the paper was the business. The chain is gone now. The desk, you'll notice, survived. Today, it mostly wears a subscription. Protection folded into store memberships, renewing quietly. The same bet on auto-pay. So how rigged is the bet? Let's compare it to insurance that answers to a regulator. Real insurance, auto, home, paid out about 69 cents of every premium dollar in claims last year. Homeowners insurers in 2023 lost money on the business outright. Actual risk, actually transferred. At the warranty desk, half your money is gone to the store before a claim is even imaginable. The cleanest evidence comes from cars. Consumer Reports surveyed extended warranty buyers. Median contract, about $1,200. 55% never used it, at all. And the typical buyer who did, spent about $400 more on the warranty than it ever saved them in repairs. Appliances are gentler. The repair, when it finally came, cost a median of $26 more than the plan itself. You paid $126 in advance, possibly for nothing, to dodge a $26 difference. And there's the matter of timing. Flat-screen TVs fail at about 3% over their first 4 years. The plan covers exactly those years. The coverage window is drawn, with some care, around the quietest stretch of the machine's life. Oh, and winning the bet still requires the house to agree you've won. One documented buyer paid nearly $2,000 for coverage on his Mustang. A window stopped working. Not covered. Here is what the card never mentions. You already hold coverage, layers of it. Layer 1, the manufacturer's warranty. Typically a year of defect coverage, which happens to be when manufacturing defects actually show up. Layer 2, federal law, the Magnuson-Moss Warranty Act, 1975. If a seller gives you a written warranty or sells you a service contract, it cannot cancel your implied warranties. They may not have mentioned that while selling you the service contract. Layer 3, state law. The implied warranty of merchantability, automatic, unwritten. What you buy has to work for a reasonable time. The legal outer bound runs to 4 years. 11 states plus DC won't even let a seller wave it away with the words "as is." Layer 4, your wallet. Many credit cards quietly add up to a year to the manufacturer's warranty. Free, for paying the way you were going to pay anyway. Check yours before you ever touch the laminated card. And abroad? In the European Union, year 2 of coverage is simply the law. Sellers stay on the hook for 2 years at no charge. In the UK, you can bring a claim for up to 6 years. Here, year 2 is available at the register for $126. Much of what the desk is selling, you may already own 2 or 3 times over. Why does anyone buy? Because of when they ask. You've just committed $1,500 to a television you already love. Against that anchor, $199 is a rounding error. Same $199 that, on any other Tuesday, is a week of groceries. And nothing on earth feels more fragile than the thing you bought 11 seconds ago. You're not weighing a failure probability. You're seeing the fridge dead, the ice melting, the weekend ruined, in high definition. The research backs this up with a straight face. A Journal of Consumer Research study found people buy more coverage for fun purchases than useful ones. Game consoles get insured. Printers take their chances. Feelings, it turns out, insure feelings. The same study found lower-income shoppers buy more plans, not fewer. Economists who studied the market concluded buyers systematically overestimate how often machines fail and pay far past what the risk is worth. There's a classic result in economics that says, if you own any cushion at all, small overpriced insurance is never worth it. And yet the desk keeps clearing its billions. Here is the whole mechanism in one line. You are feeling. The house is counting. That difference has a name. It's called margin. So, the test. One question at the register. Could my emergency fund absorb this repair without drama? If yes, decline and understand what just happened. You kept the half that fed the house. You became the insurance company, one client whom you trust, and every unused premium stays in your pocket. Across a lifetime of registers, that's real money, quietly compounding. If no, then the plan is real risk transfer at a bad price. And that can still beat a debt spiral. The Federal Reserve found 37% of adults couldn't cover a $400 emergency in cash. For a third of the country, just self-insure is advice from a different tax bracket. If the plan is what stands between a broken washer and a payday loan, buy the plan without shame. Remember who buys more of these? The people least able to afford the markup pay it most. That is a verdict on the pricing, not on them. And the bet does flip. Laptops, one big study tracked 30,000 of them. Nearly a third had an incident within 3 years. A third of those were drops and spills. No manufacturer warranty covers a spill. No credit card, no law. Accidental damage coverage on a machine that travels is a different product wearing the same clothes. Even Consumer Reports carves out that exception. A factory-backed plan on a famously unreliable car for a household with no cushion? Defensible too. Eyes open. The median buyer still lost $400. Peace of mind is a real good. Just know its price. And remember who sets it. One last thing about this product. It got so profitable, it started calling you. We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. For 2 years running, the #1 robocall complaint in America. One operation made 5 billion calls in 3 months. At its peak, 77 million a day. The FCC ordered every carrier in the country to block it and proposed the largest fine in its history, about $300 million. The calls collapsed from 1 billion a month to under 7 million. Legitimate products rarely require 5 billion phone calls. Back at the register, the card is still sliding toward me. $800 fridge, $126 promise. My savings can absorb a repair. So tonight, the house pays me. The store needs you to take this bet far more than you need the protection. Decline politely. They'll survive. They kept half of everyone else's. Sniff you later.